back to another episode of Sisters on the Sofa. Today we are going to be doing questions that you guys have asked us to answer. So if you want to kick us off with a question.
The first one is, what tips do we have for going self-employed from employed?
I would just say is just to take the leap. The biggest piece of advice that anybody's given me is just take the leap, because if you're 50% and you're not all in for going being self-employed, then you're never going to do well being self-employed. By that I mean, so when I was employed and self-employed at the same time, and I figured that if I didn't just go all self-employed, and then leave my job being employed, you weren't going to get your clients, you weren't going to have the availability, you weren't going to have the time to fit everybody in, so you can't create a business off not being fully self-employed, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're wanting to go fully self-employed.
I'd also say boost yourself as much as you can, Facebook groups helped us massively, didn't they?
Yeah.
Just keep posting, don't think, people are going to be sick of seeing me, then it's good because people see you more.
Yeah.
And then you're more out there.
Yeah. And I think as well, just to go off that is, your marketing, so instead of doing one pink post and then another blue post and then a yellow post or a black post, try and have a brand that you stick to. So yours is creams and yours as well, and mine's quite similar. I feel with the branding, if people are seeing loads of different colours, they're going to associate those colours with different things. Where if you make your brand colours a certain colour, every time they see that post, they're going to think about you.
Yeah.
So the second question that we're going to go on to is, who is the older sister?
We're actually twins.
We didn't mention that last time, that we are actually twins. Okay.
But I'm older by 18 minutes.
Yeah.
You was a bit stubborn, weren't you?
Yeah, I did.
From the day she was born.
But Lucy always says, when we used to fall out as kids, that it was the best 18 minutes of my life.
It was.
And I was just she always used to say it, but you are the older sister.
I am the older one.
But we are twins.
Ellie looks older though. So the next question is, getting a mortgage when self-employed. So we used to need 3 years tax return, but now you only need 2 years, which has helped us massively, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it helped us get on the ladder quicker than we thought.
Yeah, because you would have had to have waited for that 4 years, because your tax return's a year behind, I think. It confuses me all that, but and as well, my boyfriend, he's employed, so he just had to show 3 months pay slips, and that was him. Whereas for me, I had to have a year of everything, every single bank. Yeah, every single bank that I had to go back a year. I had to send all my self-assessment returns in. It was quite
intense. Yeah. Luckily, my boyfriend, and I think Robbie was the same, they did most of it.
Yeah.
It's hard for us because we were self-employed.
Yeah.
We couldn't just answer the phone to a solicitor and stuff. So.
And I just didn't have the brain space for it. Whereas
I definitely don't have the brain space.
I think our boyfriends are more right, let me get this done, let me speak to people.
Jack will get it done. I'll be like,
I don't know
what they said.
Yeah.
I think they said this.
Yeah.
So, get yourself a boyfriend.
Yeah, get yourself a boyfriend.
But it's not as hard as you think. Just talk to your mortgage advisor and she'll just guide you the way through it.
Yeah. Biggest tip for going and getting a mortgage when you're self-employed is make sure everything's in line.
Yeah.
You've got all your tax returns ready to go. You've got your 2 years books, and then your mortgage advisor and your solicitor will sort the rest out for you.
Yeah. Leave it the word to them. That's what you're paying for.
The next question is, what is your biggest reward in the industry? So what's most rewarding to you about the job?
For me, it's just making your clients smile every day, putting the confidence back into them that they didn't have before. I feel like they leave feeling really good about themselves, don't they?
And that's really nice, isn't it?
Because we all have a laugh and stuff, they just leave happy in itself. But what's your biggest achievement without clients involved?
Probably my teaching qualification. Just because I felt like I was the same as I guess a lot of other people that think there's nothing else to beauty or hair, that's it. So when I qualified to be an educator, I was like, whoa, this is a whole other avenue.
And it was quite tricky as well. I struggled a lot more with more the written work, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I struggled with the theory because it's not my strong point. So I was ringing Ellie, but you flew through it, to be fair.
Yeah. I just pick things up like that. It's like we said in the last podcast, I just pick things up. But if I had to say what your biggest achievement was, it's definitely what's just kind of happened with Berry College.
Yeah.
If you want to speak a little bit more about that, that'd be.
So what are your ride or die tools?
My ride or die tool would be a Y comb for a lash lift.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people use them, but they're literally a Y comb. You've got tiny little combs on the end, and they basically separate the lashes perfectly.
So my college tutor Mel, she put me forwards for this award, and it's the Greater Manchester Alumni Award.
Yeah.
And I didn't know I was put forward. She rang me, she was like, Lucy, don't kill me. And I was like, oh my god, what?
What's she done?
Yeah, and then I was like, that's fine. And she went, you might get a phone call. So anyway, I got a phone call saying, you've won this award at the whole of Greater Manchester apprenticeships. And yeah, I was really shocked, to be fair.
She was like, oh,
I was like, what happens now? And then Berry College come into the cabin with us, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they filmed a bit of our work, and then they give me my award, and then they did an interview with me as well, didn't they?
Yeah. And I was just kind of sat there in the back like, I'm not going to make any noise. I was leaving to it.
Yeah, but it was a big achievement because I feel like it's shown how much I've come from like, with college.
Yeah, like how far you've come.
Like I worked really hard in college, to be fair, to get where I am today, so it was a nice way of being like, I've done that.
Yeah, it's like a recognition as well, isn't it, for like what you've done.
And to be in the very times, which is a bit crazy.
Yeah. I was like, Lucy, you know you're in the very times, don't you? She was like, what? I was like, look. I felt crazy, like just a little face. I was like, oh.
My mum sent it, she was like, oh my god, you're in the very times. I thought, oh my god.
My nan has like been telling everyone as well.
Yeah.
Going up and down the street, telling all the neighbours, like, oh god.
My dad was dead chuffed. He went, check you being in the very times. I thought, I know.
So what would your favourite product be? Your ride or die? Couldn't live without two.
Mine would be the Hair Made Easy refit rack and the unpicker as well. The rack is a game changer for just refitting extensions. Like
it separates them, doesn't it? Like,
it separates and you can have it all. It's literally just a rack.
Yeah.
Like next season, you can just pick it off rather than asking your clients to like
hold it. Hold them. Yeah.
And the unpicker is for when you've got your weave, because people use scissors, but it's easy to cut the hair with scissors. Do you know when you remove it? So this is tiny, and you just slice it along like that, and it literally it's a game changer. So I could not live without those two things.
Next one is, what is your like hair myth?
Mine would definitely be the split end treatments. Like it does not work. Split ends, they just split. They need to come off. Like, you need to get them cut off. They might feel smoother when you put it on, so you might think, oh, it's worked, but it doesn't. It doesn't
definitely wash your hair. It just stays.
As soon as your hair's dead, it's dead. Like you can't bring it back to life. I'm afraid. So you just need it cutting, but it does make it feel softer. So I get why people think
that.
Yeah. But
mine would probably be that when people say, oh, I'm just gonna have a break from my nails, I'm just gonna let them breathe. Like a nail, it's like a dead organism. Like nails can't breathe. Nails don't have a mouth. Nails can't breathe. So when people, oh, I'm just gonna let them breathe. Like I get it if people said like, oh, I'm just gonna give them a rest.
Yeah.
But you always want to say, your nails can't breathe.
So the next question is, what would you tell your younger self? For me, I'd say hard work really pays off, and like them long hours you put in do really pay off. But you just need to bear with it, don't you? Like there was points where we was like, oh, it's too much.
We used to be doing like, there was a point where she like 14 days in a row.
Yeah.
We were working till 12 at night some days. I never did that because
I wouldn't recommend doing that.
No. You put the work in and now it's obviously paid off.
Yeah. I'd say from like an apprentice side, I'd say like you get like you obviously get taught what you get taught, but you do get to do all the work that they don't really want to do as well. So like putting the bins out, like I did not enjoy that. Making everyone drinks, which that is what you're there to do as well. Like,
you have to have that experience to get better, don't you?
But that definitely gets better. And the wage gets better because an apprentice wage, I think I was on like £4.20, if that, £3 something an hour. Like it wasn't a lot at all.
Yeah.
But you do eventually, you'll look back and think, how did I live off that? Yeah. But you don't need it because you're an apprentice, so you don't really have much to
like give out.
Yeah. But it's hard when you get paid that much and then you're trying to save up for all these courses.
Yeah.
And then it's a lot of money, the courses, so I get why it takes a while. But as soon as you save up for them courses, like you can earn £50 an hour if you do a weave. Like that's the way I built myself up, because I was like, right, I need to earn more than this.
Yeah. Yeah,
so I
you were
started doing
driven
my
by the money,
extensions.
weren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
So
I think it's important to remember that when you're young as well, because I think nowadays a lot of people want things that people in the 40s and 50s have got,
Yeah.
that have had years of work in.
that is us.
And that's us, like, I think, oh, see that this, like, I don't know, this
I
like
want
middle
this,
age, and I'm
yeah.
like, wow, I love their life, and I think, but they were in my shoes at one point, and you've just got to work to get there, haven't you?
You've got to realise, ain't you, like, I'm still young.
Question is, what are your favourite hair trends at the moment?
I feel like my favourite, like, I love the honey blonde. I feel like everyone was like, I don't want mom hair.
Yeah,
like,
and a lot of people have come and asking for that now, haven't they?
Loads, and I feel like it's nice because I feel like some people really suit the ashiness, like you suit ashy.
I'm not a warm
No,
hair.
but I feel like some blondes, because some girls can be quite pale that are blonde,
Yeah.
they need the warmth to warm the face up. So
Yeah.
I feel like the contrast is nice, but I feel like the warm honey blondes definitely in a minute.
A lot of people are asking for like wispy bangs at the moment.
Yeah,
I've noticed
Birkin
as well.
bangs.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Birkin bangs.
Like a Birkin. I think it is. If that's how you say it. I know it's called that, but
Yeah.
that's how you say it. Yeah, a lot of people asking for that where it's like feathered at the front and then like a bang. I like that because I feel like it shapes. I think that's Sabrina Carpenter, to be fair. She's got, she is a bit more full, but
she started with a wispy fringe.
yeah,
Didn't she?
I feel like she's definitely influenced that a lot.
Yeah.
So, what are different ways of progression for you, like to get helping people to get in the industry?
I think the constant way to like progress in your own like business is to constantly learn. So like you could be at your top of your game, and then you could think, oh, I know everything, where you don't. Like there's other people that know things you don't, and I think to constantly progress, you need to constantly learn. Whether that's learning online, learning in person, watching things online, or even just trying different things. Like I think, like I obviously do beauty and I do a lot of lash lifts. That's the first thing I ever learned. However, there's a new style called the Korean lash lift which has come out, and everybody's jumping on that, and everybody's like, and I think if you're not learning that, you sort of like falling behind a little bit.
You need to stay on top of trends, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to stay on top of trends, keep learning.
But all the
different
trends you're
things.
comfortable with, like.
Yeah, you don't want to offer
So
like a trend of,
certain.
I don't know, what was like the laminated brows where they were like right the way up. Like that was a trend I'd never hop on, but it was like a trend you should be aware of.
As well.
Yeah, you can provide if you
Yeah,
wanted
if
to.
certain clients.
So we do want to finish on like the funniest question. So somebody asked us like, what was our funniest memory that we have of working together?
There's
And
a lot.
I think we both have one in mind for each other that's quite funny, and they are both to do with fainting and passing out. Because that's one thing you'll learn is we both pass out all the time. So for me, the funniest memory for me, which wasn't at the time but now it is Lucy was doing some hair extensions, and this was before we'd extended the cabin. So Lucy used to work right next to the doors. So we had one that was always locked, and obviously one that opened for people to come in and out of.
And the one that was open because it was warm.
Yeah. Yeah. And in a nutshell, Lucy's basically doing these girls' extensions.
And I remember thinking, I can't clamp, like, my hand's not
just
clamping,
go
like, and I thought, this isn't good.
Yeah, but it was quite a hot day. You'd not really eaten, had you? Been on your feet all day.
Yeah.
And I kind of looked at her thinking, oh, she don't look great. And then I thought, I should be fine. She's not said anything. Usually she'd let me know. And then all of a sudden I just turned around and she completely passed out, flew through the door that was locked, took it off its hinges, and ended like on her head in the garden.
But I had a clip in the back of my head.
And it had like stuck in your
head.
head.
But it was the time when that girl passed, I don't know if she'd had a car crash or something, the clip had gone
in
her
your
head.
Yeah.
And I remember waking up thinking, I've got that clip in my head, like,
but the funniest
my head's bleeding.
The funniest part was she'd woke up and she'd gone, oh my god, Ellie, what client have I got? Let me get up, let me get up. I was like, lie down, you're not getting up, it's fine. That was funny. And it weren't at the time, so I was like, oh my god, like a head up. But you were fine, weren't you?
I remember waking up after I was saying it, and I looked at my client, she was like, should I ring an ambulance? I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like, no, just get me a wet towel. She looked petrified. I was like, she does it all the time, she'll be fine.
And then she's never been back since.
No, she never
got scared.
I think you did.
Well, speaking of the topics,
I know.
so it was the first week of Christmas week, weren't it?
This past Christmas just gone as well, so this was not a long time ago.
No.
This was quite recent.
And it was the Monday morning, so I was doing my client. Oh no, I weren't doing a client yet, was I? We was both just starting work.
Yeah, and it was like the very first day of Christmas rush.
Week.
My week was just like
Back to back all week.
crazy.
So Ellie went, I'm going to film these lashes. I went, right, okay. So she ran outside to go and get the prop, whacked her knee on the door. And
But
she
when
was
I
like,
say whacked, I mean like I ran into the door. Like.
when the door was open. We always run into the wrong door.
Oh, it was bad.
So she was like, oh, God, that hurt, that hurt. And I just seen the colour drain in her face, and I went, like, you need to sit down. And on her beauty bed, she lay like, this is a bed down, she lay like this across it, holding her leg, and I was like, Ellie, you need to lie straight, like, you're gonna pass out. And then she just passed out. So I grabbed her feet, and I was like, Elle, like, are you okay?
I've got into a complete dead weight, like, complete.
And but I'm like hanging over the bed, and I thought, how am I going to pull her up? Like, she's heavy because she's passed out. Normally I could pull you up, but I couldn't, and I thought, I'm going to have to just drop you. So I just let go of her feet, and she just dropped.
Straight on my head. Straight on my head. I woke up on my back, like, down the side of my bed, and Luce was like, are you okay? And I was like...
I'm like, you need to go, you lying to.
I jumped up, and I was like, right, because it texted me a little bit to come round, and then my client walked through the gate, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, morning, you alright? Shaking like this. I think it was like a brow, lip and chin wax that I had in, and I was like,
you were filming it?
I don't know, I can't remember. I was
you was going to film it, that's why you went outside, and that's why you banged your knee.
Oh, honestly, it was bad, weren't it? It was a really... But it's funny now.
It's funny now, but all day I was like, you okay? Are you okay?
And then I think I brought a cheese sandwich.
Yeah. I was like, you need
I need something to just eat, like, whilst I'm doing my clients.
Yeah.
And I had to eat that at like 10 in the morning, because my shoulders were just like, I was like this. It was so bad.
So if any clients ever feel faint, don't
feel embarrassed.
You're in safe hands, I won't drop you.
Yeah, like she dropped me, but... don't ever feel worried about that, because that was one of the funniest things. It's funny what like you find funny after the moment, because at the time we were both obviously panicked. But we were like, no, it's
funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
That's just us, I'm
it's
afraid.
just a core memory.
Yeah. So that concludes for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
We will.